mentioned a moment ago. And to the curveball for strike three swinging. A throw down to first to finish it out. Puts the shift on. He's in shallow right. And a fastball right past him. 2 Ks in the opening frame for Duke Stone. And a leadoff walk puts Fry aboard. Over Rembert's head and in front of McCrane. And this time he pokes it the opposite way. Fry stops at second, and State's got 2 on with nobody out. On Saturday at Texas A&M, what turned into a run rule victory for Auburn. And gets him with a swing and a miss. Huge K to get that first out. Runners on the move. Swing and a miss for Stallman. And a couple of strikeouts for Andreas Alvarez after allowing the first 2 to reach via a walk and a single. Line drive to right. Did you play against JD?
He did.
Pretty good athlete, huh?
He was good at baseball.
And who they want to invest in. Just a modern game of college baseball. Hit and run, dumped into right field. Rembert on his way to third. Bingaman comes up with a 2-out single, and Auburn's in business here in the second inning. And complimented with the mid-90s fastball. A home run by Terrell, one of just 4 hits allowed by the lefty. Out of the 93, strikeout number 3 for Duke Stone. Strikeout number 4, back to the fastball.
Dare him not to swing.
Cade Ballou looks at a slider. They got the runner going, trying to chase him down. Now a pickle, and he was out of the base path for the 3rd out of the inning, and it occurred before the run crossed the plate.
See on the secondary, and it was a delayed steal. Late break by Rembert. Tag gets State off the field.
And is sharply hit up the middle. He's at 4 for 5 in this series. And a half swing and a breaking ball. They say he went, and that'll be the 3rd strikeout of the game for Andreas Alvarez. And the fastball low again. And it's yanked into right field. Jacob Parker watches it drop in front of him. And Mason McCrane has his first hit of the series. 17-game hit streak. Late March to late April. And there's ball 4. Missed with the fastball again, and Auburn's loaded the bases with 1 down in the 3rd. And Fralick jumps on the fastball, sends it to center. Chance pushed all the way back into the gap, deep enough to score a run as Steele trots home from 3rd. And Auburn strikes first. And that one fit up the middle. McCrane waved home. Chance's throw comes into short. Run scoring single from Chris Rembert. 2-0 Auburn. High fly ball center field. Chance on the run and handles it to close it out. They send 7 to the plate 200 times. And he sends a line drive to left field. Fry has reached base twice tonight after a couple of hits last night. Trying to stay ahead of the weather. Another off-speed pitch for Reese. Down the right field line into the corner. It'll rattle around off the wall. Headed to third is Fry. He'll be stopped there by Kevin McMullen. And Mississippi State is 2 in scoring position with freshman phenom Jacob Parker coming up. Alvarez lives around the plate. And he popped him up. Guevara behind the bag at third. Brian Sullivan will be on the move. Ball 4 missed away. And a comebacker off the glove, but the force at second handled easily by Rembert. And that'll take us to the 4th. And Stone tried to beat him with the fastball again, and this one sliced into the corner and a fair ball. Valencius finally gets it out quickly, and Terrell with a late slide. The leadoff double. Scuba. Gay did strike him out.
Now you see a ton of guys throwing.
Swing and a miss, back-to-back Ks. He's got 6 now, and the last 2 following Terrell's leadoff double. Got him looking. Leadoff double wasted.
Other than that, we don't really have a lot of experience.
Got looking at 98 and one down.
Because you don't want to do bad in front of all these fans. That boy, you don't want to do bad in front of all these fans, so it's kind of a...
Uh-oh.
Oh, I hear you.
Okay, good. And, well, we'll put it to bed anyway. Thanks for joining us, Thomas.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, yeah,
great
thank you.
performance last night. Sharply hit to the right side, handcuffed Stallman, and nothing doing behind him as Fry tried to back him up. 2 for 3 tonight. And Guevara gets plunked. And the first 2 men on. Didn't have that on the bingo card. Oh, took a funny hop, and Fry's only play is at first. That one just died once it hit the dirt. Went right back to it. We'll get a ground ball, but that'll get a run home. 95th pitch of the night. And that one is seeing eye signal, rolls into center field to plate another. Bingaman comes up with his second hit of the game. And that plates Guevara.
Terrell's had a hard time laying off that high fastball today.
That one gets all the way up the screen. Easy 90. 8 feet from the top of the screen. Terrell draws the walk. Into center. Chance. And that closes the inning. How his approach changed when he was able to pitch with a lead. That one's fair down the line. It was past Bingaman. It caroms off the wall into shallow right. Stand-up double to lead off the inning for Ace Reese. That is his SEC best 20th double of the season. SEC series when he left with forearm tightness. And strike 3 looking. 95 at the knees. That picture of him in the state uniform came from an alumni game. He wasn't a 37-year-old junior. And a breaking ball waved at. Alvarez back-to-back Ks with a runner in scoring position. High and deep left field. Terrell deep into the corner. It's gone over the wall for a 2-run home run for Reed Stallman. Third home run this week for Stallman. And he wins that battle against Alvarez.
And you can see that Stallman recognized it right away. So that changeup that catches too much of the plate.
7 starts under his belt. Came out of the bullpen for the first time in the Arkansas series in early April. And he gets a K of Chance to close the 5th. And a 5-pitch walk puts Steele aboard. That's the second time they've walked the 9-hole hitter.
System, but at the end of the day, 77 of the 80 national seeds have been in that slot. It matters.
McCrane dumps it into left field for his 3rd hit of the night. Back to the fastball, got him to pop it up. And Woodson puts it away to strand a pair. And pulled into left field for a base hit. Rembert racing back. This is all McCrane. And that will close it out. Got him swinging.
He's got that. Come back with a cutter to finish him off.
And that beats the ship. Just poked the opposite way. Reese has a 3-hit game, and he's going to stretch us into a double. Laid off of it. 4-pitch walk. What a pitch. Sanders dispatches the freshman. Pulled to first. To second for 1. Sanders covering the bag. And a good job to pick that up to keep the run from scoring. That one gets through. It'll score Reese. Stallman stops at second. And State's made it a 1-run game with 2 outs in the 7th. and got him to pop it up. McCrane racing in. Rembert was there. They nearly crossed paths, but handled by McCrane. McCrane drops it down. And a bunch single to open the 8th for Auburn.
They lose a night of sleep over this. Hit him.
They keep it on, and he pops it up and strikes out. And Davis gets a strikeout at the end. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball. Davis fired up. After a bunch single and a hit batter, he mows down the next 3 in order, getting them all swinging. And he missed with it for a leadoff walk. Leadoff man has reached each of the last 2 innings. And perfectly placed. The sacrifice advances Maluski. Slow roller. McCrane. Oh, my. Rip to the right side and throw. Maluski being waved home. The throw from McCrane is cut off. And a rundown on the right side. Back to Bingaman. And Bingaman with the flip to Rembert to finish the frame, but not before Ace Reese comes through in the clutch again. His 4th hit of the game. Scores from Maluski from second. Fralick drives it deep right field. Parker to the wall. It's into the seats. Chase Fralick's 13th home run of the season puts Auburn back out front.
Sometimes it's not what pitch you throw, it's exactly the location. Watch the pitch before the home run. That was the cutter that was fouled off. Then he came back with a 2-seamer that froze him. And then came back with this.
Swing and a miss for Terrell. The Fralick got it going. Swing and a miss in 92. Sullivan down. And Parker sends it to the gap in right center field. Well struck. And Ballou makes a catch on the track. Ground ball to the right side. Handled by Bingaman, and that will do it. Auburn hangs on.
Thank you for watching the video. If you're enjoying the content, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss a video. For extensive coverage of college baseball, use code WHEELS for 30% off a D1Baseball.com subscription. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next one.